Hello, everyone. This is another edition of Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts. This is the fourth edition of it. This is a series where we break down news in the NHL. We talk about teams in the National Hockey League that are not associated with the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas Hockey Hub, we break down the Vegas Golden Knights, Henderson Silver Knights, UNLV Rebels hockey, but these short videos are tend to talk about the rest of the league. And your host, Ian Rachiele, I have been observing and have been acknowledging the Detroit Red Wings for what they have done in the past 15, 20 games. And I truly believe the future is bright for the Detroit Red Wings. I believe Detroit, not going to be this year, but give it 2024, give it 2025. And I believe Steve Yzerman is going to build a contender in Detroit. The first reason why I believe that is the talent they have in their farm system right now. This is a Detroit Red Wings team that has accumulated first round pick after first round pick after first round pick. Detroit has been very smart with their prospects, with building a good system in place. So, pointing that out, when it comes to Steve Yzerman, I believe that the first round picks that he has, I'll give you an example, Evanson. You also have, a good amount of guys like Sebastian Kosa, who is their goalie, the guy they drafted in the first round in 2021. You had Marco Casper, who was a young 18-year-old center they drafted in 2022. This is a team that is built off their youth and is going to help benefit the Detroit Red Wings moving forward. So that's the first part, is the young talent they have in their farm system. The second reason why I believe the future is bright is because of the veterans they have locked up in terms of long term in Detroit. You have David Perron. He's a guy in his mid 30s, has been in the NHL for a long time. He's someone you could have in that locker room. Andrew Cup, he is someone that you would have 28 years old, has been in the NHL for almost a decade at this point. He is a solid veteran. You could even talk about Oscar Sundquist. You have Ben Sherratt, Ali Mata. There's a blend of veterans at the NHL level that are going to be valuable to Detroit in terms of that veteran leadership and that veteran mentality for the young guys, like a Moritz Seider, young guys that the Detroit Red Wings have in their current system that can benefit them long term. And the third and final reason why I believe the future is bright for the Detroit Red Wings is the 2022-2023 NHL trade deadline. There's a good amount of talent that could be flipped in Detroit, and they could be getting prospects and picks back in exchange for those guys. I'm talking about Dylan Larkin. I'm talking about Tyler Bertuzzi. There is talent on this roster that if they flip correctly, they could get a couple of picks back. They could get some top prospects from other organizations like Toronto, like Vegas. They could get some good players back on teams that are contending. So the three reasons why I believe the future is bright for the Detroit Red Wings. One is their deep farm system and the young talent they have in the AHL, ECHL, and juniors. The second is the veteran mentality and the veterans they have locked up past this season that can help out the young guys. And the third and final reason is this upcoming trade deadline, and they can trade a few players and get some assets back in return. So I want to know from everyone watching around the world, do you believe the future is bright for Detroit? Let us know down in the chat down below. Until next time, this was another edition of Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts. Have a good one.